go. I had to make sure it would let me be sideways, but welcome back to Yoga in My Apartment. My name is Josie. I will be carrying you through practice today. We'll be doing an hour-long Vinyasa flow. We'll be working pretty deep into your hamstrings, so always listen to your body. For this practice today, you're going to need a strap. You can always use a belt or really anything along those lines. A towel, your dog's leash, anything you have around you that is going to be used in that same way. And then the other thing that you might need is water, obviously, but maybe 2 water bottles that are the same height, or 2 glasses, or 2 blocks, or 1. You might need 2, might need 1, we'll see. That's all you'll need for practice. But come to a comfortable seat wherever you are on your mat. That could be crisscross applesauce, legs out long, maybe on your knees, up on a blanket or a pillow or something of that sort. And just start to really ground down through your sit bones and in your seat. Maybe wiggle out any kind of movement that you need first before you can find some stillness. So really starting to ground down in your sit bones. Grow tall throughout your spine and your chest and the crown of your head. So imagine that you have a string kind of pulling you up towards the ceiling from your chest, from the crown of your head, really long and tall. And just start to bring your awareness to your body. So maybe close your eyes. Notice any kind of little sensation that you're feeling in your body. Maybe anywhere that is a little tender, a little sore. Bringing your awareness to your breath, not changing it, slowing it down or speeding it up, but just being aware of the rate and the depth at which you're breathing. Next inhale, slowly blink your eyes open if they are closed. Before I forget, I'm going to just quickly mention, if you want to listen to my music, I'm on SoundCloud. My username's Josephine Lopez with 2 Z's. And I think I only have like 1 playlist that's public right now, but it's called Divine Feminine. That'll kind of go along with this flow and most of my flows. So if you want to listen to some funky tunes, you can head over there. From here, we're going to move into some more breathing. I usually do Nadi Shodhana at the beginning of my class, but we're going to do something a little bit different today. I don't know if this actually even necessarily has a term for it. If it does and you know, let me know. You're going to bring both your hands kind of to the inner thigh area. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Start to fill up from your belly. And then moving into your chest. A few more sips of air at the top of your breath. And then take a big open mouth exhale, let it all go. And then as you start to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, really focus on starting from your belly. And then feel the breath move up through your chest until it can't really fill up anymore. You're all the way inflated, and then control a slow exhale and feel it exiting your chest first and then your belly and seat to your sit bones. Another really great thing that we're going to use here is movement. So we're going to add a Vinyasa movement to breath. So as you inhale, start to move your hands up and following the breath along your body. So as it comes into the chest, your hands are moving up in front of your chest. And then as you exhale, sending that exhale all the way down to your sit bones. Good. Inhale from the belly. Nice and slow, fill all the way up. Feel it in your diaphragm, your lungs. Then exhale again. We'll do this maybe 3 or 4 more times at your own pace. Take one more round wherever you're at, nice and slow. your strap, your belt, kind of whatever you might need, or whatever you can use that is along those lines. So from your back, you have two options for your left leg. You can plant your foot on the mat, bent knee, or you can send your leg out long. If you have a lot of tightness in your hamstring, it might be easier to have a bent knee, but it's up to you. And then you're going to capture the sole of your right foot with this strap, send your leg out long. So we're just starting by kind of warming up your hamstrings. If your left leg is out long, then try to keep a nice flex in the toes. So using your inhale, pressing your heel up to the ceiling. As you exhale, use your biceps to draw your toes towards the top of your mat. Good, one more inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. Good, inhale, come out of it a little bit. Take both ends of your strap into your right hand. Plant your left hand down on your left hip to keep it grounded. Then allow your foot to fall open to the right. Again, you're still active in your right bicep, kind of drawing your toes upwards. And inhale, come all the way back to center. Both ends of the strap into your left hand. Right arm comes out to the right. Then leg falls over to the left. If you want this to be more of a spinal twist, you're going to take your gaze over your right shoulder. If not, you can keep your gaze up or even to the left. But you should feel this in your right IT band. So again, you're active in the left biceps, drawing those toes upwards towards the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, come all the way through center. Exhale, release that right foot down to the mat. Again, right leg can be bent, foot placed on the mat, or right leg long, foot flexed. Then capture the sole of your left foot with the strap, send your left leg out long. So just slowly warming up that hamstring. Not going too deep right away. But again, you're still actively pulling down with your hands on the strap. Again, sending your left heel up towards the ceiling while you pull your toes down towards the top of your mat. It's my dryer. Take both ends of the strap into your left hand. Right arm falls open to the right. Foot falls open to the left. So again, active in your left bicep, pulling your toes up towards the top of your mat. Right hand can come down to your right hip to keep it grounded if you need. Just most likely. Inhale, come back through center. Both ends into your right hand. Foot falls over to the right. Left arm comes out to the left. Again, your gaze can come over to the left if you want more of a spinal twist, but you're still active in the right bicep, toes pulling up so that you really feel this in that left IT band. Inhale, come all the way through center. Exhale, release your foot from your strap, send it off to the side. Pull your knees into your chest, cross your ankles. Rock and roll a few times, full length of your spine. And then when you feel ready, come all the way up, cross your ankles, come into a tabletop position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to go through those few cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, spine rounds, chin tucks, press your mat away from you. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, spine rounds, chin tucks. Take this a few more times at your own pace, using your own breath. Find any other movement here that feels good for you. Maybe big C curves, maybe barrel rolls. It doesn't necessarily have to be a yoga position. Anything that you kind of need here to warm up your spine, your body is fine. side. Use your breath to carry your movement. On your next inhale, return to center. Take your big toes to touch. Knees come to the width of your mat. Hips sink all the way down towards your heels for child's pose. Forehead rests on the mat. Find some movement, rolling your forehead left and right. Maybe wiggle into one hip or the other. Crawl your fingertips from left to right. Any kind of little movements here is fine. And start to cultivate your ujjayi breath. Seal your lips and move your inhales and exhales through your nose. Slight restriction at the back of your throat. So kind of imagine that you are blowing hot air through your mouth on a cold window to draw a picture. It's that same exact breath, but you're sealing your lips, so you're sending that through your nose, so it should almost be audible. Take a moment to set an intention, dedication, or purpose for your practice. Whatever you need it to be today. It could be you, it could be someone else, it could be some kind of idea, but whatever you need to kind of pull you through this next hour of movement is just fine. One more breath here. Your next inhale, returning to your tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. We're going to ground down through your right hand, left knee, left arm, right leg go long. So your right foot is going to be active. Whether you want it flexed or pointed is up to you. But squeezing through your hamstring, squeezing through that glute. Core is turned on. Gaze is straight down in front of you. So you keep that length through your neck. Take an inhale. Then you're going to exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Hold for your exhale. Take another breath in. Breath out, place it down. So other side this time, grounding down through the left hand, right arm, or right leg, right arm, left leg go long. So again, left foot is active. Whether you want it flexed or pointed is up to you. But you're pressing into that left hand. Gaze is straight down. Core is engaged. Find that balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch knee to elbow around your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Hold for the exhale. Take another breath in. Breath out, place it down. Good, crawl over your toes from here, as nice and slowly as you can. First, pressing your chest back, then straightening out those legs, nice and slow. After your legs are straight, you can kind of walk them back an inch or two if you need to find more length in your down dog, and then find some movement. Bend into one knee, drive the opposite down towards the mat. Maybe wiggle your hips left and right. Maybe rock from a high plank to a down dog. Kind of warm up your shoulders if that feels good. Or maybe just rest in stillness. Wherever you are, start to make your way to stillness. So feet are hip distance apart. Driving your heels down towards the mat. You're pressing through the base of your palms, all 10 fingers, shining your chest back towards your feet. No tension in your neck. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. On an inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, drive your heels down closer to the mat. From here, you're going to inhale, take a bend in your right knee. So when you bend into your right knee, your left heel will fall a little bit closer to the mat, but you'll notice that your right hip kind of wants to follow your knee. Allow that. Also, forgot to mention, you're going to take your left toes to about a 11 o'clock if they were on a clock. So they're slightly pointed outwards, 45-degree angle. So right hip is falling over, following the knee. So you should feel this in the left IT band. Maybe dipping the right shoulder just a little bit as well. Inhale, come back to center. Then take your right toes out to maybe 2 o'clock. Sink that heel down. Take that bend into the left knee. Allow the left hip to kind of fall over to the right, following the knee. And again, you should feel this on your right IT band this time, maybe pulling your left shoulder down a little bit as well. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale, sink your heels down towards the mat. Inhale, gaze comes up between your hands, start to walk your feet up. And exhale, forward fold. First forward fold, so as always, we're finding spine decompression. Big bend in the knees. Gaze, or crown of your head comes straight down. Gaze goes behind you. Arms can just kind of fall at the mat if that feels good. Maybe allow your pinkies to rest on opposite crooks of your elbows. Maybe interlace your fingers. Place them behind your head. Find a little more traction on your spine. You can always wiggle left and right if that feels good. Or again, stillness is always an option. Dropping your hands down to the mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Fingertips come to your shins. Your gaze is straight down in front of you. You have a really flat back, so you're sending your shoulders down your spine, squeezing them towards one another. Pressing into your shins, really lengthen through your spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Head is last, chin stays tucked. Top of your mat, exhale, roll your shoulders down your spine. Inhale, arms come up, Tadasana mountain pose. You're going to take your right wrist with your left hand. On an exhale, bend over to the left. So you're pulling your wrist with your hand. You can take a little bend in the right knee if you'd like to come a little bit deeper, but you're peeling your right shoulder behind you. So allowing this to be a side body stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Switch out your grip. Then exhale over to the right. Again, you can bend into that left knee. Comes a little deeper, peeling your left shoulder behind you this time. Deep side body stretch. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands down, feet back, high plank, hold here. So we're going to create muscle memory. So thumbs are pulling towards one another. Everything's pulling towards your midline. Pressing your hands into the mat. So pulling the space between your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. My heels are driving back towards the back of the room. Quads are engaged. Hamstrings are engaged. Backs of my knees are lifting up towards the ceiling. Hips come in line with your shoulders. Slight bend in the elbows. Arms are active. Gaze is straight down in front of you. Keep the length in your neck. You guys got it. Fire up through your core. Take an inhale. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, rock forward just an inch. Exhale, lower down, low plank, elbows stay glued to your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees and shins stay lifted. 4 points of contact here. Then exhale, down dog. Hips come high. You'll take that chaturanga between all of our flows if at any time you want to meet me in a down dog and skip it, you totally can. If you want to make it more challenging, you can always add in a push-up or doing it with one leg. If this is your practice, listen to your body. Do whatever you might need today. From here, inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, send it all the way between your hands. So your right toes are stacked kind of in the center of your chest. We're setting up your base for a warrior two. From here, turn your back toes and check the alignment in your feet. So make sure your right foot is in line with the center of the arch in the left foot. From here, on an inhale, spin all the way open, warrior two. So right knee is stacked over your right ankle. You're driving the pinky edge of your left foot down into the mat. Arms are out long. Shoulders are stacked over your hips. Super easy to kind of want to reach forward in this posture. Pull your chest back over midline. Gaze is over your right fingertips. Everything is active. Imagine pulling your mat inwards, so you feel that fire up on the inside of your thighs. At the same time, you're pressing your feet away, so you also feel the engagement of the outer thighs. Good. Inhale, lengthen through the right leg. Arms come high. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Keep your arms where they're at. Inhale, lengthen through the leg. Reach as far forward with your right hand. As you do that, your hips go out left. From there, dive down with your hands. So this is a good spot to maybe rest your right hand on a block, on a water bottle, a glass, anything that you have. Maybe take a drink. Or you can grab for your shin, your ankle. Just don't come all the way down to the mat, because then if you're doing that, more than likely you're crunching through your right side body. We want lengthen through both sides here. So you're pulling your left hip back ever so slightly, sending your right hip kind of under and forward, if that makes sense. So imagine everything is kind of stacked in one plane of alignment. So my hips aren't going out like this. Everything is pulled to center. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. So legs stay the same, just your arms are moving. Hold for your exhale. Take another breath in. On your breath out, sink into your right knee. So reverse warrior. So you may have to kind of adjust those legs. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, pedal it all the way down to the mat. Up on your left toe, see if you can keep your hips exactly where they're at. Just step that right foot back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, send it all the way between your hands. So again, your knee is kind of directly in the center of your chest. You're going to turn your back foot so that the side of your foot is in line with your mat. Check your alignment here, heel to arch. On a breath in, rolling up, warrior two. So again, shoulders over hips, arms out long, left knee over your ankle. Everything is engaged. Pulling your mat inwards at the same time, pressing it away so you feel those leg muscles fire up. Shoulders move away from your ears. Inhale, arms come high, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Keep the left knee, or keep the long, keep the arms where they're at. Lengthen through the left knee. Reach as far forward first as you can. Hips go outright. Then you're going to dive down for triangle pose. Again, good spot to rest your left hand on some kind of object, maybe a block, maybe a glass. And left hip pulls under and forward as your right hip pulls backwards. I'm struggling today. Not having social interaction makes talking hard, right? Everything's in one plane alignment. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle, rolling all the way up. Legs stay the same, just your arms are moving. Take a breath in and a breath out. Another breath in. And exhale, sink into the left knee, reverse warrior. So side body stretch here, pulling your shoulder kind of forward. So you're allowing this to be about your side body, not about a back bend. Inhale, pull all the way back to warrior two. Exhale, send your hands all the way down. Step your left foot back. Take your flow at your own pace, and I'll meet you in a down dog. Coming into your down dog, take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, knee to nose, rock forward on your spine. Inhale, leg comes high. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here, take an inhale. Exhale, step your right foot down next to your right thumb. This time we're rising up for a high crescent lunge. So, right knee over right ankle, up on your left toes. From here, really focus on the engagement in the left leg. So pull the back of your knee up towards the ceiling, squeeze through your hamstrings, squeeze through your quad, slightly tuck your tailbone under so you don't have a big curve in your low spine. Stack your shoulders over your hips, reach your arms nice and high. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, lifted airplane. So shoulders stay stacked over your hips. Your arms are coming behind you. Squeezing pinkies towards one another. Lifting tops of the hands towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lifted airplane. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale, arms come back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat or to your blocks, your cups, whatever you have. On a breath in, lifting onto your right foot, standing L. So left foot comes to hip height. Left foot is flexed. Your spine is nice and long, just like in a half lift. So if you need that extra height to keep the length in your spine, grab whatever you might need to kind of balance. We want to just avoid you kind of rounding forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. So your right knee moves to the outside or your left knee moves to the outside of your right calf. Left foot is flexed out to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Hold for the exhale. Place your hands down on the mat, or again, on some blocks. Point the left toes as high as they can go, standing splits. Gaze goes straight back behind you. Squeezing through the hamstrings, squeezing through the left glutes. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the left toes down, back to your lunge. Hands frame the right foot. Step the right foot back. Take your flow at your own pace. I'll meet you in a down dog. I have to turn off my dryer. It's going to keep beeping. Coming into your down dog, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, let it go. Good, inhale, gaze comes out between the hands, start to walk the feet up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your mat, or down your spine. Inhale, arms come high. Grab your right wrist with your left hand again. Exhale, over to the left. You've been here before, maybe come a little bit deeper this time. Still peeling your right shoulder behind you, so allowing this to be a side body stretch. Inhale, coming back to center. Switch out your grip. And exhale over to the right. Again, peeling your left shoulder behind you. Side body stretch. Inhale back through center. Exhale through heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands down. Feet back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, knee to nose, rock forward, round your spine. Inhale, leg comes high. Exhale, knee to nose, rock forward, round your spine. One more time, inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, hold here, take a breath in. Breath out, place the left foot down next to your left thumb, rising up for low crescent lunge. So left knee stacks over left ankle, up on your right toe, focusing on the engagement in that right leg. So pulling the back of your knee up towards the ceiling, squeezing through your hamstrings, squeezing through your quad, tucking your tailbone under ever so slightly. Rebend that knee. Pull your shoulders over your hips, arms reach up high. Notice where your mind goes. See if you can keep your focus on the sensations in your body, what's going on in your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lifted airplane. So shoulders stay stacked over hips, arms come back. Fire up through those triceps. Inhale through center. Exhale, lifted airplane. Inhale, center. One more. Exhale, arms back. Inhale through center. Hold for your exhale. Take a breath in. Breath out. Hands come down to the mat or to some blocks, your cups, whatever you need. Inhale, weight comes into your left leg. Right foot comes to hip height. Right foot is flexed. Spine is long, just like in your half lift. So if you need a little bit of extra height, then you can go ahead and do that with your cups or whatever you've got. Hips are square towards the mat, so pulling your right hip down. Take an inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. So right knee moves to the outside of your left calf. Right foot kicks out to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lengthen. Hold for your exhale. Take a breath in. Breath out. Lower down for that lunge. Hands frame that left foot. Step your left foot back. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. From here, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, send your right leg all the way between your hands. Warrior two, rise up right away. So you've been here before again. You know where your alignment should be. Check that alignment. Deep bend in that right knee, arms come out long. Inhale, lengthen through the right leg. Reach as far forward first as you can, then exhale, hands come down, triangle pose. So again, you're pulling your left hip behind you so that they're all stacked in one plane of alignment. Your left arm reaches out long. From here, we're going to come into half moon. So I like to use a block, a cup, a water bottle. Again, whatever you have to bring the floor up closer to you. You might not need it. We're going to bring that prop to the outside of your right foot. On an inhale, weight comes into your right leg. Left foot is hip height. Hips are open away from you, wherever that is. So your right toes are pointed one way while your hips are pointed the other way, if that makes sense. Left arm reaches out long. Flex your left toes. Breath in. Breath out, bend back into the right knee. Bring the hands back over center. Warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, pedal it all the way down. Step that right leg back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, send it all the way between your hands. Warrior two, right away, rise up. Again, you've been here before, so check your alignment. Make sure everything is where it should be. Send your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Reach as far forward first as you can. Then on your breath out, triangle pose. Again, pulling everything kind of in line with your hips and your shoulders. And then coming into half moon, so using whatever prop that you need to bring the floor closer. Weight comes into your left leg on an inhale. Hips are open to the right for me. Hopefully it's the right for you. Right foot's hip height. Right foot is flexed. Arms reach out long. Your gaze can be straight down at the mat. It can be up at the ceiling, wherever you need it. From here, because we forgot to do it on the other side, you're going to take an inhale. Exhale, square your hips off towards the mat. Bring your hands down to the mat. Take a breath in. On your breath out, flex your right hamstring, right glute. Point your right toes as high as you can get. Then your gaze goes straight back behind you. Standing splits. Another inhale. And exhale. Breath in. As you breathe out, slowly lower back into your warrior two. Got it. Take a breath in. Paddle it all the way down. Breath out. Keep your hips where they're at. Step that left foot back. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze comes out between the hands. Walk or jump the feet up. If you're jumping, I like to take a big bend in the knee and imagine that you're jumping over something. So sometimes it even helps to maybe put something in the middle of your mat, like a block or maybe a meditation cushion. We'll try this. We'll see how it goes so that maybe you can see what I'm kind of meaning here. And you're trying to jump over it. So you're looking for that little bit of height with your feet, pulling everything up into the belly. So deep bend in the knees, then jumping over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your spine. Good. Take 3 breaths here just in Tadasana. Hands rested at your sides. Notice any little pulsations that you're feeling throughout your body here. So we've put in a decent amount of work so far. So feel that blood kind of pumping through your body. Feel that energy radiating, buzzing through you. Good. From here, you're going to inhale, Akabata Tadasana. So left foot is planted, your right knee is coming to hip height, right foot is flexed, arms reach out high. We're coming into a tight rip pose. So you're going to take a breath in. Your breath out, hands are moving through heart center. You're stepping your right foot directly in front of your left foot. So kind of imagine that you're standing on a tightrope, straight line. This is going to be a little bit tricky, or maybe you find it easy, but hinging at the hips with your hands at heart center, long spine. You're going to fold all the way forward. So we've worked a decent amount kind of into your hamstrings so far. When you come down to the mat, your hands can rest on the mat, or again, maybe on a prop to bring the floor a little bit closer to you. And the tricky part is going to be coming up. So from here, with the flat back again, I like to kind of inhale into a half lift first. And then I like to bring my arms out to a T, kind of use them to support and balance myself as I rise all the way back to an Akapata. Good, so pick somewhere to keep your gaze. That'll help you keep your balance. Take a breath in, breath out, plant your right foot down, swing your arms behind you, chair plane. So hips sink down into your chair, weight is in your heels, squeezing your pinkies towards one another, lifting the tops of your hands towards the ceiling, firing up those triceps. Inhale, full chair. Exhale, lower down, really slow. Slow as you can before you kind of just plop, it's inevitable. And then right away coming into a boat pose. So from here we're crossing right ankle over left. Your knees will kind of pull away from each other, but you're really hooking into your feet. So by hooking your feet, you should feel that fire up on the inner thighs. Your chest is pressing forward, back is nice and flat. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch back up, high boat. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, lift. 1 more, take a breath in. Breath out, lower. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, lift. Good. From here, lower your feet down to the mat, lower all the way down your spine. And then spin around. And then grab your strap, your belt, kind of whatever you need. You're coming onto your left side body. So your left foot is flexed. Imagine that you're standing up vertically. And then you have a couple different options of what to do with your left hand. You can rest it under your head to support your head. I like to kind of just lay on it out long. You can bring it out in front of you to kind of help balance with rocking forward and backwards. But you're going to bend your right knee and hook your strap onto your foot. Or if you have the flexibility, maybe grab your big toes with your peace fingers. And then from here, really flexing into the left foot, imagining again that you're standing. You're going to start to lengthen through this right leg. And again, you could have the strap. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. If you got it all the way long, breathe. This is going to prep us for our standing balancing posture. Take another inhale, then exhale. From here, inhale, bend your knee, then exhale, really slowly re-extend. See if you can get a little bit deeper. So if you're fully extended, you're pressing your heel up towards the ceiling, maybe even bending into that right elbow. Another inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock and roll a few times the full length of your spine. Then come all the way up. Hop back, down dog. So I realize now that I forgot one posture on the left side. So we're going to do that really quick. Sorry, I'm struggling. But inhale your left leg high. Exhale, send your left leg all the way through. And then turning your left toes, you're going to lengthen through the left leg to find a pyramid pose. So pulling your right hip down towards the mat. Should feel this in your left hamstring. We're going to do this on the right side as well, just so that it kind of feels even. Inhale, re-bend into that left knee. Plant your hands down on the mat. Step the left foot back and just press back into a down dog. Then inhale your right leg high. Exhale, send it all the way between your hands. And then again, you're turning your left toes about to a 45-degree angle, and then you're going to lengthen through your right leg. So you're pulling your hips so that they're square. So left hip pulls forward as your right hip pushes back. Inhale, rebend into your right knee. Plant your hands down on the mat. Step the right foot back. Press back into your down dog. Inhale, gaze comes up between your hands. Again, you can step up or hop up. Maybe grab that object, set it in the middle of your mat, and practice finding a little air time, maybe hopping over it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Chin stays tucked, head is last. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your spine. Inhale, left knee lifts to hip height. The left foot is flexed, arms come high. Kapata Tadasana. And then same thing, tightrope posture. So on a breath in, lengthen. On a breath out, hands come through heart center. You're lining your heel directly in front of your right toes. Imagine again that you're standing on that straight line, and then hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. You'll fold all the way forward. And again, as you make it down to your mat, you can rest on the mat or find something to bring the floor a little closer. You can round through your spine. Same thing here. Inhale into a half lift first, so flat back. And then bring your arms out to a T. Kind of use them to counterbalance your weight as you rise all the way back up into your Akapada Tadasana. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, chair plane. So step your left foot down, arms reach behind you, squeezing the pinkies towards one another, lifting the tops of the hands towards the ceiling. Sink down maybe a little deeper. Weight is in your heels. Inhale, full chair. Hold for your exhale. Nice slow lower. Hips come down ever so slowly. And then maybe just plop down. Oh, forgot to move that. And then this time, left ankle crosses over your right ankle. So this boat variation. You're really hooking your feet, pulling them on one another away from each other so you feel that fire up on the inner thighs. Chest is lifted, pulling your chest forward. Arms can rest at the sides. Take a breath in. Breath out, lower down, low boat. Squeeze your thighs together. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up, high boat. Another inhale. Exhale, lower down, low boat. Breath in. Breath out, lifting. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Plant your feet down on the mat. Lower all the way down onto your spine. You're going to spin around again. Grab your strap if you need it. And then make your way onto your right side bodies. So right foot is flexed again. Imagine you're standing up. Your right hand can rest under your head to support it, or your right hand can come out long. You can kind of just rest your head down. It can come in front of you, whatever you need. And then bending your left knee, you're hooking your strap onto your foot, or grabbing your big toe with your peace fingers. And then nice and slowly find that extension in the left leg. Breathing into any areas of discomfort. An inhale and an exhale. Inhale, bend into that knee. Pull your knee kind of in towards your armpit. And as you exhale, ever so slowly re-lengthen through the left leg. See if you can find just a little more extension. So really pressing through your heel, pressing that heel towards the ceiling, maybe even bending into the left elbow. Another breath in, breath out, release. Good, roll onto your back, pull your knees into your chest. We're gonna rock and roll a few times the length of our spine. This time we're gonna end up taking a chaturanga, but I'll give you the choice to either kind of just make your way back into that, or if you want to hop back. If you hop back, you want to just make sure that you land in that low plank. So you land with your elbows in line with your shoulders. I'll kind of show you what that looks like here. So rock and rolling a few times. And when you feel ready, coming all the way forward, hopping back, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, that's your final chaturanga. Deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze comes up between your hands. Start to walk your feet up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, Tadasana. Good. Take a moment here, grab some water, wipe some sweat. We're going to go our standing posture that we've kind of been working towards before we really cool it down and then get into your final Shavasana. So grab onto your strap, or you might not need it. If you didn't need it in that last posture that we did on the floor, then you won't need it here. We're doing the exact same thing, but now we're going to be standing. So you have those options. First things first is going to be to ground down into your left foot. We'll start on the left side. So I like to pick up all 5 toes, place them down nice and slow. Really feel every spot in your foot that is pressing into the mat. And then bend your right knee, kind of just send all of your weight into your left foot. So I could pick up my right toes if I wanted to. They're not really doing much. And then from here, I'm going to bend my right knee forward. I like to do it. This is my preferred method of doing this posture. I'm going to grab the big toes with the peace fingers. Again, or you can use the strap around the sole of your foot. From here, you can place your hand on your belly. I prefer it there to remind myself to keep my core engaged. Hand can rest on your hip, or you can find it out to the side to kind of counterbalance you. But take a breath in. As you breathe out, start to lengthen into your right leg. If that feels good, then you can start to open up, moving that right foot out. Maybe not. Wherever you are, the most important thing in this posture is that your spine stays lifted, your chest is forward. So what we don't want is you to come all the way here, but your chest is, you're all the way crunched over. So if that's the case, then stay here where you can be lifted. If you can be all the way expressed with your chest flat, then that is your option. One more inhale, exhale. We'll exit the same way we came in. Inhale, pull it all the way to center. Exhale, send it down, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. So sending weight into your right foot, lifting all 5 toes off the mat and placing them down nice and slow. My weight's in my right leg. Could lift my left toes up. And then you're gonna lift your left knee. Find your big toes with your peace fingers. Or again, the strap is an option. Hand can be really anywhere that you need it. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to lengthen through the left leg. Again, chest is flat. If you come here and you already notice yourself crunching, then reverse back a step. And then if that feels good, moving that leg all the way out. Really pressing into your standing foot. Another inhale, and an exhale. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands down, feet back. Send your hips high, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right ankle towards your left wrist for half pigeon. Come down to your knee and curl your toe. Make sure your left toes are straight back behind you. They tend to pin in towards the midline, but we want them straight back. Shoulders are square over your hips with the front of your mat. And then inhale, find some length. Exhale, you can melt down to sleeping pigeon, where you can stay lifted. You can do whatever you need here. If you have any kind of knee pain, maybe find a figure 4 on your back instead. We worked a lot in our hamstrings and kind of on that inner thigh area. So this should feel really good, working into that outer hip. Oh, 3 more deep breaths here. Oh, allergy season. Your next inhale, start to lengthen. From here, you're gonna Come over into your right sit bones. Bring your left foot out in front of you. Your right foot is in, left foot is long. You're going to turn your chest towards your left foot. Inhale, arms high. Then exhale, melt down towards those left toes. Trying to draw your right elbow down towards the mat. You always have the option for the strap. We won't be here for too long. Inhale, come all the way up through center, and then make your way back into a down dog. From there, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left ankle towards your right wrist. Half pigeon on the other side. Come back down to your knee, uncurl your toe. Same thing here, check the alignment in that right foot. It tends to pin inwards. Send it straight back behind you. Fingertips on the mat. Inhale, find length. Then exhale, you can make your way down to sleeping pigeon. You can rest on any kind of prop if you need it. Or you can make your way all the way down. And about 3 more deep breaths here. Your next inhale, start to make your way onto your hands, sitting over into the left sit bones. Right leg comes out long, left foot is in, right leg is long. Use your core, turn your chest towards your right foot. Inhale, your arms high. Hello, copper. Excuse me, sir. Come here. Then on your exhale, make your way all the way down. Trying to draw your left elbow down towards the mat. Again, you have the option to use a strap. He's really just going to lay right there. Nice breath in, make your way all the way up. And then we're going to find a spinal twist. We'll find a seated spinal twist. I'm going to move to the right of copper so that you can see what I'm doing. So from here, you have the option for a full lotus or for a half lotus. It doesn't matter either way. But if you're taking the half lotus, then you're going to start with your right foot on top. So if you don't know what a lotus is, first off, let's start there. So full lotus would be to cross both feet kind of up into your hip creases. That's super uncomfortable. Don't have to do that. We'll do half lotus. I prefer half lotus for this. Full lotus is just not great for me. So you're going to start with your right foot kind of on top here. And then take your right hand behind you. Depending on your flexibility in your spine, will kind of depend on how deep you could come into this. We haven't done too much twisting at all today, so try not to push yourself too far, but find that sweet spot where you're putting just enough effort in. So right hand comes behind you. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Take an inhale, lengthen. Then exhale, twist over to the right. So if you feel already like you have a lot of expansion here and you feel like you can really twist, then I'm going to give you the option for a bind. So this bind would be to bring your right hand all the way behind you and hook onto your right toes. If not, totally just an option. Right hand can just hang out behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, little counter twist. And then if you're in the half lotus, same thing on the other side. So maybe send your legs out long, give them a little shake. And then your left foot is going to come on top. And then if you're in the full lotus, you'll have to switch your legs either way. But from there, your left hand's coming behind you, right hand to left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And you don't have to make that bind right away. You can kind of work your way there as you create that space in your body. And again, remember not to push it too hard. But if you feel like you want to at least reach for it, left hand's coming behind your back. You're reaching for your left toes. Inhale, come all the way back through center. Exhale, little tiny counter twist. Back through center. Send your legs out long. Send them in line with the front edge of your mat. And then make your way all the way down onto your spine. Any other movements that you need here is fine. Maybe finding a happy baby. Maybe finding a plow pose. Any other movement that you really need before you can kind of settle down into stillness. But if you're ready for your Shavasana, send your legs out long, tuck your shoulders under your spine, allow your arms to fall away from your body, your feet fall away from each other, your fingers naturally curl towards your palms. Consciously disengage everything in your body here. Close your eyes. Unhinge your jaw. Maybe open it up wide, stretch it out. Take your tongue from the roof of your mouth and place it behind your teeth. And then do your full body scan. Notice any places that you are still holding tension. Let them go. Feel that buzzing of energy that you've created through all of that last hour of movement. Feel that pulsing. Just tap into that and notice those little sensations in your body. Shavasana is an active resting meditation. Sometimes the hardest part of yoga is keeping your mind still. But your only job for the next few minutes is to keep your focus on your body and on your mat. And I will call you out when it is time. If you're feeling good where you're at, you want to stay in your Shavasana, stay in your meditation, and invite you to not move a muscle. Allow yourself maybe just 10 or 15 more breaths here in stillness. But if you're ready to move on with the rest of your day, Start to bring small movements into your fingers and toes, bringing that awareness back to your body and back into the room. And when you're ready, take your hands overhead, point your feet for a full body stretch, engaging everything for just a moment, and exhale, full release. Sink into the mat. From here, roll onto the right side of your body for fetal position, pulling your knees about halfway, using that right bicep as a pillow. Take a few breaths here to allow yourself to come back to a natural equilibrium before you sit up. Take a moment here, find gratitude for yourself for cutting out time today to work on your body and your mind and your spirit. It's very important, and it means a lot that you dedicated this time for yourself. So honor that. When you're ready, with that little effort as possible, come to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes closed if that feels okay. And we'll seal practice with 3 breaths together, each a little bit bigger and louder than the last. We'll first inhale here, or exhale here to unite. Deep breath in through your nose. Start to fill up from your belly, just like we did at the beginning of class. Then move into your chest. A few more sips of air. And big open mouth exhale, let it go. Good, 2 more just like that. Deep breath in. Breath out. Last one, full breath in. And out. Inhale your thumbs to third eye center, your seat of insight and intuition. Thank you for coming today, sharing your practice with me, and following along with this video. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within each of you. Namaste. Cool, thanks for watching another Facebook Live with Ascent. I always feel very awkward on these, and hopefully that went by as fast for you as it did for me. Hopefully it didn't feel as all over the place for you as it did for me either. But I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!